Shout out to G-Man Boxing.
Alright people, quick post-fight thoughts to Naoya Inoue versus Nonito Donaire 2. This was the definition of destruction. It really was. I had hoped, I'd hoped not to see Nonito Donaire get knocked out. That was the one thing. I thought he was going to lose this fight. I expected him to lose this fight on points. I thought he would give a good account of himself. It was interesting when I found out that both guys would be using Everlasting Reyes, because in the first fight they used Winning, and I felt that had Donaire been able to use the Everlast, he could have done a lot more damage to Inoue than he did. Now, he's been looking good in his last few fights. He's got one of the hardest punches in boxing, his left hook. So I thought it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very interesting fight. But Inoue came out swinging. He put Donaire on the jab early on. Donaire was reluctant to let the power shots go. Now, I did think he'd be busier, but he only let a couple of shots, true power shots, go on Inoue. And towards the back end of the round, a round that didn't really catch fire, the first round, Inoue landed a beautiful straight right hand, bang underneath Donaire, hit him on the side of the temple, and that dropped Donaire. Now, this was the end of the first round, the very end of it, so I knew the bell would go, but you could tell immediately that Donaire was on unsteady legs, that he was hurt from that shot, and Inoue is one of the best finishers in the sport of boxing. I mean, when he hurts you, he goes for it. He doesn't play around. He doesn't wait. He doesn't give you an opportunity. He goes straight in for the kill. And start the second round, that's exactly what he did. He hurt Nonito Donaire again with some shots. He put Nonito Donaire up against the ropes. And the referee, Michael Griffin, was having a good look at this at the time. Now, Donaire was able to fight his way back. He let his shots go on Naoya Inoue. He opened up a couple of body shots. He threw a couple of jabs and left hooks to the body in there. But you got the impression it was a matter of time. He landed a good left hook, which landed bang on Nonito Donaire's chin, and Donaire's legs completely went. He didn't go down, but his legs were gone. And personally, I wouldn't have complained if the referee had stopped it then and there. Just looking back at it, I wouldn't have complained. But Mike Griffin let it carry on, and Inoue put Donaire down again with a right hand. This time it was curtains. This time it finished. It was sad to see Nonito Donaire down on the canvas like that, especially in such a one-sided fight, a fight that had been a contender for Fight of the Year in 2019. At the end of the day, we're talking about a prime Inoue, and this is a Donaire who's 39 years old. It was a sad sight, as I said, but kind of, in many ways, I think deep down we kind of expected it in some ways. Donaire, I think that as an ambassador for the sport of boxing, he is nothing short of fantastic. I expect him to call it a day here. What a career, what a man. Again, as I said in the live, if you want to show someone a true ambassador for the sport, you would get Nonito Donaire. In terms of Inoue, frightening. Someone like him at 118 with that kind of power and that kind of ferociousness. Paul Butler is the WBO champion at 118, and I mean no disrespect, but I think that this is going to be the most one-sided, undisputed fight you've ever seen. I'm going with Donaire to beat him in a round. And Paul Butler is trained by Joe Gallagher of all people. You know what Joe Gallagher is like. Paul, just let him hit you. Let him just keep hitting you. You'll be okay. What? You're knocked out? Well, it's not my fault. I'm a great coach. That's Joe Gallagher. So I think that we're going to have one of the most one-sided, undisputed fights we've ever seen. But anyway, once he conquers 118, it should be 118 or 122 for him. The fight is on there, so if you see a bit of flashing, that's kind of the show that's still on. I have the TV still on. But yeah, credit to Nonito Donaire, credit to Naoya Inoue. Tremendous fighter. Both guys are, but Inoue's power is scary. For someone at that weight, and his finishing ability, I mean, he does not take his foot off the gas at all. He just goes for it. So, brilliant fight. Brilliant work from both guys. And yeah, we see what happens there. For now, people, I'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts. I'll talk to you. Peace.